Another day, another grind. Unlucky Spotify sent me a couple of replays, so this is the first one, and he is on Khorne, so he is practicing or playing Khorne a lot recently, and he is playing against Pink Beard, right? On Oger Kingdom, we have the Slaughter Master with the Beast Mastery here, then a couple of Blood Vultures. We have the Stonehorn, the RR version, then a lot of Noblars, Sabertusk packs, Ogre Bulls, lead belchers, two of those, so pretty standard stuff, I would say. And then for Khorne, we have the Minotaurs for sure, because Unlucky Spotify doesn't leave the house without his Minotaurs or Minotaurs. Khorngors, everything here is a Khorngor plus Chaos Warriors of Khorne. And yep, Chaos Lord of Khorne. So yeah, let's move forward a little bit. We have point number 1 here. We have only 1 point, so this is a conquest battle. Yep, let's see what happens here. So this is the version that you kind of use when you don't have probably the Walmart version there, or no, maybe the Hilton version. I don't know. Like, this is the just the melee version, right? And it's immediately moving out. This is not the Thunder Tusk, right? This is not the Thunder Tusk. Yeah, Chaos Lord of Khorne moved in and getting shot by those lead belchers here for sure. And now the front lines picking apart. Like, look at that. Those Nobblers are running off the field like crazy. We have Saber Tusks. They're okay-ish. They can, yeah, they can probably flank around. I don't know why you bring that when you play against Khorne, because Khorne does not have anything that you can try to nibble apart, right? Maybe if they have a cannon, but Unlucky Spotify usually don't bring that. Does not bring that. So, yep. Minotaurs of Khorne moving in. We have a nice Flock of Doom here on a lot of units. Nice value here for the Slaughter Master. Let's look at that. Yep. But as you can see, Pigback Riders and all the front line here is, yeah, falling apart. Maybe those Blood Vultures with their passive, where they get like stats, kind of like stats up. They have like this, yeah, this Carrion Frenzy here. The Snowhorn maybe can do a little bit, like reducing the speed could be crucial in a couple of those matchups, but the Slaughtermaster is blundered here. Oh my god, like, what is going on? This was pretty nuts and blundered very quickly. The Chaos Lord of Khorne going for the lead belchers here that are shooting in, and it seems like the Ogre Kingdom player didn't really, I would say, didn't really think about the power of Khorne. So now lead belchers kind of a little bit, yep, kind of a little bit on the defensive now. The front line is breaking. What do we have here? Yep, and the game is done. Well, you know what, guys? Let's look into another match as well, because that was a quickie, right? That was really a quickie, and there is nothing really to talk about. Lead Belchers, the only unit that performed pretty well. Other than that, yeah, there is not much to see. So maybe the Khorne pick on the units here are pretty strong, but you shouldn't go like into Khorngors and stuff. You shouldn't. Yeah, Minotaurs of with great weapons are pretty tough to handle. Yep, so let's get into the next one. So we are here now on another game, and this time it's Mini Scout on the Skaven against Perry Riposte on High Elves, and it's a pretty interesting matchup. I remember, I think that Mini Scout had to played Skaven recently in our tournament, so he is pretty much yeah, very experienced in that. And what do we have here? So we have a lot of clan rats here, plague monks. Then we have plague monks, censer bearers, plague monks, and rat ogres as well. Couple of doom flayers for sure. And what it wolf rats with the poison. And we have for the high elves here immediately. So what do we have here? Lord Scroll. For the high elves, they're kind of like, yeah, Altharion the Grim is here in the front. And what you immediately notice here, it is a Vanguard rush. I call it a Vanguard rush with a lot of Illyrian Reavers and a lot of Rangers plus the Shadow Warriors. Pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, let's look into it, because now the rats have to turn around. They can get the point and then have to turn around. So I'm kind of curious how that happens. Those wolf rats are kind of lucky. They could escape the surprise attack here. Question is really if the Skaven now will know or remember that there are Shadow Warriors here. Another wolf rat unit is moving through the woods, probably to, I would say, engage from the flank, or even maybe look into those nice Shadow Warriors here and nibble around those. And yes, so what do we have? Illyrian Reavers. Do we have something that is really good against those Reavers here? Maybe those, yeah, maybe those Plague Censer Bearers, something like that. But other than that, I'm not sure. There's more damage than anti-large here. Maybe the Rat Ogres. Let's look into those Rat Ogres. Where are they? Rat Ogres maybe can deal with that. And so now the Vermintide is moving. Now the Shadow Warriors are moving in, and the front lines of those Rangers, they will, yeah, try to protect those Shadow Warriors here. And I'm pretty much interested to see, because to be honest, the Skaven don't have anything that has range, so it will be pretty tough to engage those units here. Those Rat Ogres probably can do something, or Rat Ogres. And I think the Doomflayers. I think the Doomflayers will be the deciding factor. Can you move into those Shadow Warriors and crunch them down, or maybe those Rangers, as he is doing here? So Mini Scout. We have Lord Skrolk. He is kinda having a bad time here against Altharion the Grim. But Wolf Rats here kind of doing great work on the flanks, plus the Rat Ogres here. Nonetheless, still a couple of Illyrian Reavers with bows are here. Those Doomflayers are moving in. And yep, we have the first units, Ranger units running off. And Altharion, he is now here to really scare those rats off, right? He is here, but now he is moving away, and this is pretty much what you need to do. You need him somewhere else. You need him to support, maybe to break a couple of other formations here. But when you look at that, those Rangers are running off the fields here. So Plague Monks and other Plague Monks doing a great job against those Rangers. And I guess that the Shadow Warriors are going to be compromised as well soon. In general, I like the Vanguard positioning and the surprise. I think the problem was that he had Wolf Rats somewhere here in the back. And I mean, they were shot, so you already know that there is something dangerous going on. And that's why it didn't really perform as well as you could. Shadow Warriors now running around. They have good range and stuff, but when they get surrounded by all those units, this is going to be pretty strong. I think Altharion used some Soul Quench. I would assume he's trying to snipe all those rats from above, but I mean, those rats survive almost everything. We have one little battalion here trying to fend off those plague monks, which are probably soon are going, yeah, moving off. Mini Scout did a great job here of securing the point with the wolf rats, and those Illyrian Weavers with bows, they're still getting kited by the Doomflayers, which is not a very good fight for them because of the armor and higher defense. But I mean, the armor here is pretty much what decides this skirmish there. Red Ogres now moving in, and Altharion is trying to support and break those Ogres. I wonder, I think the Lord of the Skaven is gone, and that's why, let's see, damage sustained, Lord dead, yes. So Altharion at least could snipe very well. Pretty much not a good bombardment here, let's call it bombardment. Mistwalker's barrage. But there is still a little bit of hope, is there? I think when Altharion can break a couple of those units here, there is a chance, but 1, 2, there is a Red Ogre unit here. There is a Plague Monk unit over there. And I guess that the other Plague Monk unit here as well. We get a little bit of a heal, I assume. What is that? Is it the Apotheosis? Yes. So heal on those Rangers here. I don't know. Maybe you should use it in a bigger blob, but there is not much left. So yeah, probably the best target here for the Rangers. Altharion, yep. It is now coming really down to Altharion, and if he maybe can terror route them, all those rats or not. I mean, other than that, there is not much left, right, for the High Elves here. Yet the Heralds of the Wind still kited by the Doomflayers, but I guess like the ammunition is now down, and you have to go into melee, and those units probably have been more would have been more crucial on the battlefield here. So let's fast forward here, because I don't think Altharion can whoop that thing, even if he fought, or even if he kind of had the leg day not skipped, right? He can't carry everything here. You have Shadow Warriors here. They're still good on leadership, but I mean, you have to go now for the point. Let's fast forward here once again. Yeah, I don't think that Altharion can handle that. Maybe if he is on a dragon, and the dragon is kind of like doing a lot of damage and terror route, maybe then. But other than that, this is just, yeah, looking on a very, very mediocre ending for Altharion. Yeah, he has still maybe apotheosis. Sorry, guys. It's a very hard word for me to say. So, I mean, yeah, let's fast forward here, and I think he can tap out. We have a full Red Ogre unit here as well, so, yeah, there's not much to really handle it. He is trying his best, though, and I like the effort, but it was not enough. So, yep, let's look into the values here. So we have Altharion the Grim did a great job. Of course, he survived pretty long, but other than that, each and every other unit here didn't really perform up to its costs. Maybe a little bit of those Shadow Warriors here. Other than that, yeah, even the Illyrian Reavers not really effective against the other units. The Bow Illyrian Reaver unit kind of okayish, but here we have it. Like, look at that, Doomflayers. I would probably use those Doomflayers not to hunt down the riders, but really go for all the infantry units. The red ogres were pretty much the tanks here, and yep, pretty good stuff by the Mini Scout. Unfortunately, he blundered his lord, but that was not a decisive factor. So for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.